My mother was Cheyenne at one point. I mean, this is definitely a topic that I'm unfortunately super familiar with. Sounds like we share a common bond there. Um, and I noticed something in the writing that I wanted to discuss. I think it was really done well in terms of the subtlety of it all. You're talking about these deep, dark topics and themes that are really important, but it wasn't like trauma porn, right? It wasn't like heavy-handed with these things. And I just wanted to know if that was like intentional and why, because for me personally, like I think the film as a story landed so much better because it wasn't that. Is that making sense?
Thank you for that. Yeah, that was very intentional and important going into the writing process because so much of what you see in the media with domestic violence is when it's escalated already to the point of physical abuse. But we really wanted to explore the progression and the escalation of DV because in working with survivors and reflecting on our own experiences, we were like, it was really hard for us to pinpoint what is abuse because we've only ever been shown physical abuse as the marker for domestic violence. So can we explore the subtleties, the gaslighting, the emotional control, the financial control, all the things that we've witnessed going into these processes and the way that survivors experience the escalation of their abusers to the point of physical abuse? And how do we break that down and really just stay in that space? That was important to us, is that it never got out of control because it was important for us to break down that stigma that abuse is only once a fist is thrown or someone's been shoved down or there's like a physical indicator that something is happening. All of that abuse can be very invisible and it's equally oppressive. And we need to start conversations around that because it will help hopefully victims identify their situations and then bystanders and allies identify that in their other people, their friends and family that might be going through something that because they're so entrenched in that experience, they can't even recognize for themselves yet. So that was really why it was important for us to look at that so that it could start conversations and it has on the
Mm-hmm.
festival
Yeah.
circuit. We've had people say, I felt really seen by this film. This made me feel seen in my experience, or I feel like I can now say, yes, I was in an abusive situation.